this is Greenhat-Redbeard Adventures. Today is Multitool Day. This is my multi-tool that I often use. I've been using this one here for roughly about 2-3 years, give or take. Now this one in particular is brand new, but I've actually been using the exact same model for the past like 2-3 years now. And the reason why I got this brand new one is not because it broke or wore out or anything like that. It's actually because I've tested it, I know it's true, I know it works, and it works properly, and it works great, and it's very reliable. So therefore, I picked up this new one just recently, and now the original one is now in my emergency bug out bag, because I know that it works, and it works really good. Same goes with my Cold Steel Ultimate Hunter folding knife. I originally had the one with black handle. Now that I know that one works good, it's in my emergency bug out bag, and now I got the new one with the orange handle. So the knife I've been using as an EDC for the longest time. EDC, for those of you who don't know or don't remember, stands for Everyday Carry. But of course, during the week, I don't have a whole lot of use for a folding knife, unfortunately. But I do got quite a bit of use with the multi-tool. So I usually carry this Monday to Friday. And Saturdays and Sundays, usually when I'm in the woods, I'll carry my knife. But lately, I've been playing with this a lot more as of lately, breaking it in a little bit further. And I've also been trying to get more use out of this as well. But this here is the Leatherman Sidekick. Solid stainless steel construction. Love it. They're very heavy duty, very solid, and very useful. So to show you some of the features that I got on here, first and foremost is the most obvious, the most common one, which is of course the belt loop. Whoopee. Very exciting. First off, on the outside, before we even open it up, we got the two main tools on each side here. First and foremost, we have the knife. Now you hear that click. There's also, you can see there's the little lock symbol right there. So this knife is locked in the open position. It's not going to fold down on you like some Swiss Army knives will do. You'll have to push the little button that's on here in order to close it up. And the thing I really love about this knife is that, unlike some other multi-tools that are out there, this is razor sharp. There are some multi-tools out there that have a knife, but unfortunately they're not really all that sharp. Some of them you gotta give it a bit of a tune-up on your own. But this one is razor sharp right out of the box. I love it. It is, especially that, look at that, the nice point on there as well. It's really sharp. So, first and foremost, that's the knife. Let's close that up. Secondly, is the on the other side here is the saw. Again, has the locking mechanism on there, so it's not going to fold down on you. The saw got some very razor sharp teeth on there. Really love it. It's really good for fine, small cutting. I can definitely do some small little cuts like a finger four or deadfall trap. I can use the saw for that. It works really well. And saw is probably the number one of those things I try to get on any Swiss Army knife, any multi-tool, is a good quality saw with very good teeth on there. You can see that. Yeah, you can see the teeth on there. Look at that. Monster bite on that. So there's another feature on that I'm going to show you afterwards. But then of course we open her up. So we got our main, of course we got our near nose pliers on there. And then we got in the center there's our little wire cutter, strippers and such. So let's get started with the basics. On the one side here, you can see those little tabs right there where you can catch it with your fingernail to open them up. When you open it up, most if not all of them will come out all together. So I'll show you what they all are. First and foremost is the nice serrated edge knife. Again, just like with the straight edge knife, this is also very razor sharp. I love it. It's almost like a saw blade in itself as well. It's very, very sharp. You gotta be careful when you're fiddling around with these knives. They're very, very sharp. Love it. So put that back on there. Next up is your little measuring tool. On one side you got the inches, the other side is centimeters. You also got a miniature flathead screwdriver end, but you can also use it for minor prying of things. And also on the other side of it is a file. And I'm not talking about one of those silly little nail files or something like that. We're talking about like a good, solid file on this side. You know, you can use that for sharpening things. You can use it for, what I like to use it for is actually, one of the things I like to use it for is making small, fine wood shavings and sawdust so that way you can use it with your ferro rod to ignite to make a fire with. For those of you who have not seen it, go check it out. I do have a video of myself using the nail file on a nail clipper to file the wood and thusly make a little pile of sawdust to make an ember with. So check it out, and you can also use the same here file as well. Next up tool here, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit actually, is that little ring right there. And the purpose of this ring is simply just a keychain ring. That's all it is. You can hook up a carabiner. This multi-tool comes with a carabiner, but I never use it. I never had a purpose for it. It has like a little bottle opener on it as well, but it's just, I don't have any use for it, so I just ditch it and leave it off the side. But you can still tie a rope to this, tie it off to your belt, put a keychain ring on there, or something like that. It's up to you. I just fold it in there. I don't use it a whole lot, but I do use it sometimes. Next up is there's multiple tools on here. 3 main tools. First of which, that little bit right there, that's the wire for electrical wiring, for just stripping the wire. Second is there's a bottle opener on there. And thirdly, if you see that close around the tip there, you can see a little bevel edge right there. That's for a can opener. You can also see in one of my previous videos where I use this as a can opener, and I'm comparing can openers, so you can check it out for yourself if you like. So that's on the one side here. Now for the other side here, there's only 2 tools. Again, use your thumbnail and pull them out. And one of which is the Phillips style screwdriver, and the other is a flathead screwdriver. This one is a little bit more heavy duty by comparison. So that's it. This one here works quite well for me for the tools that I want to use, the tools that I like to use while I'm in the woods, as well as in day-to-day basis. But there's one more feature on this that I did not actually discover on my previous multi-tool, and I actually just discovered this recently, is that on the saw blade, the back edge of the saw blade is actually not rounded. It's actually a 90-degree edge, so it's a bit of a sharp edge that's on there. So I can, in fact, use this on a ferro rod. Before, the carabiner, I had to do a modification on the little carabiner for that little U-clip to do with a ferro rod. But I actually discovered on this, it's actually a nice 90-degree edge, and I can use a ferro rod with this. So you can use it up close or at the edge, but when you use it up closer to the edge, I recommend putting your thumb a little bit further out, so that way you get a better support, so that way you don't bend the blade. Either way, works quite well. And of course, you just gotta wipe it off afterwards, get that little residue off. So again, you gotta push the little button here to close it. Same goes with the knife. Do not recommend using the actual saw blade or the knife blade or that serrated edge on a ferro rod. I don't recommend doing that. It'll dull down your blade quite quickly, as well as the saw blade or the serrated edge. Use the back edge of the saw. It's better for that. As you saw for yourself, I had a nice shower of sparks coming out of that, and it worked really nicely. So, got mud all over it now. There you go. So let's put that away before I lose it. Got my backpack sitting right here. So there you go. That's my Leatherman Sidekick. Which one you want to choose for you is entirely. Technically, I can't tell you which one is best for you. This is the one that I've been using. This one comes at around. I think the original price for this was roughly around $69.99 at Bass Pro. But when I got this, I got it on sale for $49.99. Lucky me. I got it on sale both times that I got it. The first time and this one, I got it both on sale. Again, I cannot tell you which one's the best, second best, third best, which one's the worst. It's one of those things that you got to kind of make that decision on your own. Look online or even on the packaging. It'll show a picture of it and all the features are on it. Look through the features, see which ones are working for you, which ones don't, which ones are a waste of time, and which ones are very useful. And then you can make a formal decision on which multi-tool is going to be best for you. Take a look, take your time, look through it. Heck, even wait for some time to see if it comes on sale. That way you get a better price. So this is Greenhat-Redbeard Adventures, multi-tools. Stay safe, have fun.